a new program called Coast to Coast with Anna, Rebecca, and Jeannie. Here at the California Surf Museum. And we're going to get a chance to see what they have showcased here today.
Since 1942 when the military base was opened at Camp Wilden, we've had an ungodly amount of military, which is some of our best customers.
Welcome to our show, Coast to Coast, Heart to Heart with Anna, Rebecca, and Jeannie. I am your co-host, Anna Rebecca, and here is my co-host, Jeannie.
And today we have a very special show for you. We are going out to the Bob Hope Theater, which is located on the Marine Corps Air Station in Miramar. And the Marines are going to take us on a tour there, Anna Rebecca, and we'll be showing you inside of the theater where Bob Hope, pictures of Bob Hope, where he has entertained troops for many, many years to come. And then we are going to
the Bing Crosby restaurant. And there we'll also get a tour of the restaurant and see what Bing Crosby contributed to the troops and their relationship together.
Right.
Bob
and the
Hope.
many Hollywood stars that they had there. They show us inside the restaurant all the stars, Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball and let me see, Desi Arnaz. So it's going to be a very exciting show. So come with us.
Yes.
All thanks from America to all you guys in blue, you men in khaki too, you tough Marines and nurses, construction workers too. We thank you so much. And thanks to our brave allies, the gallant Russian bear, you British everywhere.
Hello everyone. Here we are at the Bob Hope Theater located at the Marine Corps Air Station in Miramar. We have a special program planned for you today with our program called Coast to Coast, Heart to Heart with Anna, Rebecca, and Jeannie. Here's my lovely co-host, Jeannie.
We're actually here on location at the Bob Hope Theater. And we were escorted today here by the Public Affairs Department, U.S. Marine Corps, who are going to take us on an exciting tour inside the theater, where you will be seeing pictures and photos of Bob Hope, who entertained U.S. troops throughout the years for about 25 years. Isn't this exciting, Anna Rebecca? So we are actually here in the theater, the Bob Hope Theater, where families and Marines come to relax when they want to think about something less than the war that is going on overseas.
You know, what is really interesting is how they've modernized this theater and made it a movie theater for families to watch movies. They have a special thing that they do before every movie, and that is they watch the national anthem displayed on the big screen with F-14s flying by and the trumpets sounding loudly. It's a really great, impressive display of patriotism and really what our culture is about.
Yes, it is very impressive. So, are we going in?
Yes, let's go inside. I'm really excited to see what's beyond these doors. We're going to get a chance to meet 3 corporals who will give us a tour of the Bob Hope Theater.
Thank you. Hello, and we are actually here inside the Bob Hope Theater. Today we are going to take you on a tour with these 3 representatives of the U.S. Marine Corps. They are from the Public Affairs Office, and it's going to be a very exciting tour because they're going to show us pictures and photos of Bob Hope and how he entertained the troops throughout the years. And first I want to introduce you to our 3 Marines.
My name is Corporal Michael Stevens.
Thank you.
I'm Corporal Derek Carlson.
And I'm Corporal Jessica Aranda.
Thank you very much. And I have a few questions we want to ask our authorities here today. Can you tell me, When was the Bob Hope Theater actually dedicated?
The theater was dedicated to Bob Hope in 2005.
Will you tell us, Corporal, when and why was the theater dedicated in his name?
Absolutely. The theater was dedicated in Bob Hope's name due to his service and entertainment to troops overseas, not only in the Marine Corps but in the service worldwide. And he, for about 25 years, he entertained the troops overseas during times of need and during holidays.
Thank you very much. Yes, during holidays, I understand Christmas was a big day for him. What about the families that was here for the dedication?
We were happy to host Bob Hope's wife, Dolores, here at our dedication ceremony.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now, I have a little trivia for you. I'm sure you'll be able to answer. There was something that was dedicated this year in Bob Hope's honor. Do you know what that was?
Yes, the U.S. Postal Service dedicated a stamp in Bob Hope's honor earlier this year.
Thank you, Jessica. And then also, there is an airport that we know was dedicated in his name.
Absolutely. That would be the Bob Hope Burbank Airport.
That is correct. Now, that was wonderful. We are ready to go inside and look at the pictures. So give us a tour of the inside of the Bob Hope Theater.
The photos displayed in the Bob Hope Theater highlight Bob Hope's performances over the 60 years he performed for military, both in the States and abroad. Starting in World War II, Bob Hope also performed in Vietnam, leading up to the Desert Storm era.
All thanks from America to all you guys in blue, you men in khaki too.
This picture commemorates Bob Hope becoming an honorary brigadier general in 1985 by the commander of Marine Corps Air Bases.
Now, that was fascinating. Thank you for that tour. It is really neat to see how Bob Hope really made such a big contribution to the troops, and we thank you for giving us this special tour.
So, let's say thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you very much. You did a beautiful job. Thank you, Mike. Okay.
Now, Jeannie, you were the coordinator for a special event here at the Bob Hope Theater in 2005. You held a special musical tribute to the troops, and it was well received. It was a 2-hour special. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Aunt Rebecca. We held a 2-hour musical special here called A Musical Tribute to the Troops, which was held in 2005. And we had singers, dancers from all over Southern California. And we sent that over to the troops overseas, to Iraq and Afghanistan, and to over 50 VA hospitals throughout the United States. It was very exciting.
Thank you. I think we'll get a chance to take a look at some of the clips next.
Right. Thank you.
boy, you can give me a shine. Can you afford to board the Chattanooga choo-choo?
Yes, the eagle flies on Friday, Saturday.
Going too far. You think we've gotten too radical with our message? Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory! Woo! You better put them hands together and act like you know up in here. Keep peace. Lately I've been going through something that really got me down. Put your hands together.
You know, I want to start off by saying that, you know, I've done a lot of functions in my life, in my career, and this is the first time I've been asked to come out and honor the troops. And I was thinking over what would I say, and I walked in this auditorium here, the Bob Hope Center, and I can honestly say I was in his presence twice. There's a gentleman who fought in Vietnam, named Rocky Blyer, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He served our country. He had part of his foot blown off. But with his gut and courage, he came back to the United States and won 4 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
God bless you all.
Now stay tuned before we have more adventures for you to go with us down to the Bing Crosby Restaurant and Piano Lounge in San Diego, California, because Bob Hope and Bing Crosby were a team and they both helped do things for the military. So now stay with us. We are going down to see what Bing Crosby did to contribute to Hollywood in his career. Thank you.
Nothing but blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Hey, bluebird, singing a song.
Welcome to the Bing Crosby Restaurant and the Piano Lounge in San Diego, California.
Yes, welcome. We have a very exciting show for you today. We are going to take you on a tour of the inside of the Bing Crosby restaurant, and we're going to have an exciting day. So you'll be seeing pictures of Hollywood stars like Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball, Frank Sinatra, and Louis Armstrong, and many more Hollywood stars. So we hope that you will enjoy the tour with us today at the beautiful Bing Crosby restaurant.
Great. Now let's go in. Now, wasn't that exciting, Jeannie, getting a tour of the Bob Hope Theater at the Marine Corps Air Station in Miramar?
Oh yes, Aunt Rebecca, it was wonderful with all those Marines taking us around, showing us the inside of Bob Hope Theater and all the contributions he made for the military throughout the years, and entertaining the troops across the seas. And today, we get to go on a tour and take you, the audience, on a tour of the Bing Crosby restaurant with pictures of stars from yesterday. But first, before we go on our tour, Aunt Rebecca, here's a card with a Bing Crosby's picture, and we are going to tell you about the history of Bing and how he contributed to the film industry in Hollywood.
And you know, Jeannie, Bing Crosby and Bob Hope made many major films together. And where would Bing be without Bob? And where would Bob be without Bing?
That's right, Aunt Rebecca. And they brought much joy and laughter to the silver screen, not to mention the beautiful music that they created for America and throughout the world.
Now let's read about Bing Crosby and his contributions to Hollywood. Did you know that in 1947, Bing Crosby revolutionized Hollywood and the music industry? This he did by financing the use and the development of the tape recorder and the microphone.
That was amazing, Aunt Rebecca, what Bing Crosby did to bring us the tape recorder and the microphone. And did you know that Bing performed underground in nightclubs because he was trying to break the racial barriers that it had in those days by performing with the great jazz artist Louis Armstrong. And then in 1937 that Bing Crosby started the first celebrity golf tournament, which is called the Bing Crosby Classic. Now it started right here in San Diego, and then it moved to Pebble Beach, California.
Now you know Bing Crosby, he won an Oscar for his movie My Way.
Going My Way.
Going My Way, right?
Yes.
What a fellow. Now, did you know that Bing Crosby also helped to develop the racetrack?
The Del Mar racetrack.
Yes, and he had some of his thoroughbreds there. Now, he also did something interesting with Frank Sinatra. He didn't know how to read chord music, but he is still a musical legend, just like Frank Sinatra.
Yes, that's right, Aunt Rebecca, and I have more information to you and history about them. And did you know that Bing had 38 #1 singles, more than Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, and the Beatles combined?
Wow.
Yeah, right. And he had more popular records on the charts than any other recording artist in history.
Now, let's talk about Bing Crosby's song White Christmas. It sold about 1 billion copies worldwide.
Yes.
And it was a great hit, recognized throughout the years, and has been top for 50 years as a hit single.
Right. Yes, Aunt Rebecca. And speaking of the song, White Christmas, my lovely co-host here, she is going to be honoring us by singing the song, the legendary song, White Christmas. But first, before we go on to her singing, our manager, the manager of this beautiful restaurant, is going to take you on a tour and show you pictures on the wall of all the famous movie stars from Hollywood, like Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball, Frank Sinatra, and many of them that you remember and you will love. So now let's go on, they'll take you on the tour, and after that, our wonderful, beautiful Aunt Rebecca is going to sing for you, White Christmas. Thank you.
Hi, welcome. I'm Chris Ania. Welcome to Bing Crosby Restaurant and Piano Lounge here in San Diego. I'd like to take you on a tour here of our restaurant. We have pictures, steakhouse, seafood, live entertainment. Please, take a walk with me. Okay. So Bing Crosby's now, we have been here a year now, since Labor Day. All the photos that we have here at Bing Crosby's are from Catherine Crosby's collection, and which was Bing's second wife. As we walk through here, we do a country club cuisine. We have our booths here. They're from like the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Large style booths. Over here we have our wine room, which our wine room actually represents Bing Crosby here in San Diego. And the reason for that is because he has implemented the racetrack here in 1937. He was on the board of directors. And pictures here of Louis Armstrong, of Steve Biscuit, which ran on the racetrack. And then over to our left here, we have pictures of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, who were good friends of Bing and were instigators on getting the racetrack started here in 37. Over to our right here, this is our dining room. We have a picture here of the Rat Pack.
But if you don't care a feather or a fig.
A great photo here of Bing himself, which is a famous film of theirs together. We have another right there of him with Jerry Lewis. And one here to the left of James Dean and Frank and Bing himself. Okay. Over here, we have our bar and lounge area. And we actually call this the library, which is over to the right here. And it has Bing himself, being an owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, here with Bob Hope himself, who was a Cleveland Indians fan. And a few pictures here of Catherine herself. And this is, Catherine told this story of how she was leaving to Paris, and that was Bing's expression when that moment happened. So it was very much a humanized shot. The family that owns this is Doodle Sports Entertainment. On opening night here, Catherine came in and sang a few songs on stage and represented the family very well. She went through and all the pictures here of Bing and the relationship that they have. And over here we have our piano lounge, and we have music Wednesday through Sunday night. And in honor of Bing being such a musician himself and singer and songwriter, we have a picture here of High Society with Grace Kelly, Louis Armstrong, Frank Sinatra, and Bing himself. The shot here of Bing is of him with an R&O vehicle, and I actually looked it up. They don't make them anymore, but back in the day they were very much a luxury vehicle. And he was very excited about that particular moment to get that vehicle itself. There's a great shot of here of Bob and Bing, like really young right here. I think this is probably one of the youngest photos I have of him. And here we have some actual photos from the films that Bob and Bing did together. Road to Zanzibar, Road to Bali, Road to Morocco. And in honor of those names, we actually have drinks on our cocktail list that are named after those films that they did together. And here we have a shot of Bob and Bing out on the golf course, and as we know, Bing Crosby was the starter of the AT&T Pebble Beach Golf Tournament, which moved from San Diego now up to Pebble Beach. And that concludes our tour here at Bing Crosby's Restaurant Piano Lounge in San Diego. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon here.
Tonight I will be singing a song that Bing Crosby loved and did many, many years ago. His favorite, sold 1 billion copies, White Christmas. Thank you. Now, wasn't that a wonderful tour? Very informative.
Yes, all the pictures of all the Hollywood stars. And Anna Rebecca, I want to thank you for singing that beautiful song, White Christmas. And before we close, we're going to give you our motto for our program. We always say,
remember
to keep a smile on your face
and a song in your heart, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.
So watch us next time on Coast to Coast, Heart to Heart with Anna Rebecca and Jeannie
for another exciting show coming to you from Del Mar Television. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the memory of sentimental verse, nothing in my purse, and chuckles when the preacher said, for better or for worse.
How lovely it was. Thanks for the memory of Schubert's serenade, little things of jade, and traffic jams and anagrams and bills we never paid.
How lovely it was. We who could laugh over big things were parted by only a